What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Copart walk around over here at Auto Auction Rebuilds, or Auto Auction Flips as some of you like to call it, or Auto Auction Cries a lot. Today we're going to do part 1 of 3 of our Copart walk around, and as always I want to give a big shout out to the management over here at Yard 18, the drivers, the people up front, corporate office, everybody that makes what I do for you guys possible. So with that said, we're going to start with the very first one on my list today. Is actually one that a subscriber asked me to look at, and we're going to do that first. So let's take a look at a Ford F-250. So here it is, a 2005 F-250 Super Duty. Now I'll be quite honest with you, I mean, I haven't looked at it yet, but it says it's a run and drive. Buy it now for $2,400. This has got to be the cheapest diesel pickup truck I have ever seen out here for sale, especially if it is a run and drive. It's an 05 F-250 XL Super Duty, Power Stroke, turbo diesel V8, obviously. Theft recovery, and I'm kind of blown away by it. It's kind of too bad I'm not in the market for a truck, unless there's just something really wrong with this that I'm not seeing. I actually kind of love theft recovery vehicles. A lot of times there's just minimal damage, and oh, it looks like the tire got popped there. It's a long bed too. The tailgate works. I don't see any real damage to the body. I think this one said undercarriage damage, 179,000 miles. So when I see undercarriage damage, I always look at the wheel. And the wheel looks like it is straight, but just a tad bit to the right. Definitely needs tires. These tires are junk. Tad bit to the right on the driver's side. Let's see if I can squeeze through here. The wheel is a tad bit to the right on the passenger side. So that's a good way to start this video. It's actually a really decent looking truck. The sad thing is these Super Duties are so easy to steal, you don't even need a key. Like, you can literally steal these with a screwdriver. It's kind of ridiculous, because if you look at the regular F-150s from this year, the F-150s have a chipped key, and you can't just break into them with a screwdriver and steal them. But you can on this one. I'm curious to see if that's what happened here. Yeah, the ignition is punched. I don't know how well you can see down in there, but this ignition has definitely been, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, you don't even need a key. No key at all. And it's dead as a doornail. That really sucks. Got your trailer brake. We've got cup holders. It's definitely kind of rough, man. The window crank here is missing, but it does work. Uh-oh. Great. I'm gonna get to spend like 10 minutes rolling that window up. I should have just left well enough alone. There's your Power Stroke. Battery looks pretty rough. I feel bad that I'm not going to be able to start it for you. I do. I really wanted to look this over for you, man, but I've got a lot on my plate today, and I just don't have time to go up there and get them to come over and jumpstart this thing for me. I'll tell you this though, the motor looks very, very clean and very dry for a diesel with this many miles. Typically these things are kind of greasy, kind of wet, and this motor actually looks really, really good. So far I'm very impressed. I'd like to climb under it and try to get a better idea of what the undercarriage damage was on this one. Let's see if we can see anything under here that looks messed up. The front suspension looks fine. Huh. I don't see anything that looks like it took a hit. The oil pan looks solid. The transmission pan is solid as well. So I don't see any damage. I don't see any damage to the front end at all. I guess I better take a look at the back end and see if we got anything going on back here. But so far, so good, man. What undercarriage damage? I don't see any. Let's take a closer look at the back. Rear differential looks fine. Axle looks fine. I don't see anything, guys. Not at all. No, everything under here looks great. It really does. And there's nothing leaking under this thing at all either. That's the other thing that's surprising. Is transmission down there is dry, so is the motor. Other than needing a good cleaning and definitely a set of tires, these tires are just horrible. Of course, I haven't heard it run, so you know I can't really speak to that. I just don't have the time to get them to come over here and give it a jump start. But this looks promising. This looks real promising. Check the trans fluid. See what it looks like. The trans fluid actually looks really good. There it is, right there. You can see it on that white. It's not bright pink, but it's not burned up either. So with that kind of miles, somebody has taken care of the transmission on this for sure. You can see that it's got coolant right here. It's definitely got coolant. Check the engine oil. See what that looks like. And then the engine oil actually looks really good too. Wow. Okay. Man, look at the size of this turbo. Whew. Good Lord. Man, I would almost buy this for myself, honestly. But I got a subscriber that really wants it. It said no key, but I mean, you don't need one because the ignition turns without it. Yeah, it needs a little bit of cleaning, but I mean, the headliner is decent. I don't see an oil change sticker or anything. I think this would be a good truck. I really do. I feel like this is probably going to be a decent truck. Moving on. Here we got just a little bit of Carnage, a 2013 Nissan Juke. Personally, I've never really cared for these, but to each their own. Not quite sure how the door came off like that. I don't know if that was like a Jaws of Life thing that ripped it open. I'm guessing maybe it was. I mean, this door was just literally ripped right off. Look at the A-pillar damage here, man. I mean, wow. Totally crushed the A-pillar, rocker, B-pillar as well. Looks like there's definitely blood in here. Pretty certain that's blood on the airbag. Windshield is in the driver's seat. See what this side looks like. This side doesn't look as bad, but man, take a look at the roof here. It was cut. They had to cut the roof. Look at that. Yeah, that's Jaws of Life right there. They cut the roof and lifted it. They probably cut, did they cut this pillar too? I can't see. No, they did not cut the B pillar, but they cut the A pillar over here and they just lifted this sucker up. So this is a bad one. I mean, I think the wreck is probably worse than it appears on this one. Unfortunately, it's all taped up, so we can't really get into it and see too much what's going on here. But wow. Here we got a 2013 Chrysler 300S. I believe this has the 5.7 Hemi. It says it starts but does not drive, which would make sense because it looks like everything under here has lost its fluid, which would include the trans cooler, so there's probably no transmission fluid left in this thing. And the pictures, I really wanted to see how bad this was in person, because in the pictures it looked like it wasn't too bad, but being here in person, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Look at all this down here, man, just mangled. Yeah. And look how this fender has been pushed over. Look at that. This fender has been pushed over this direction towards the passenger side. And the driver fender has been pushed out as well. You can see this whole thing is overlapping the door here. And it's got about 100,000 miles on it. Yeah, that's rough. But it's got beats. It's got beats. That's all that matters. Should we see if it runs? It doesn't run. Dead as a doornail. It's pretty nasty on the interior as well. It's pretty gross. This is a dirty car. And those dang airbags on the dash, man. To me, it seems like the only reason to put those in that position is to cause as much damage to the car as possible and rack up labor hours and parts prices. There's no reason for that. No reason for that. You could put that further toward the front. You could have a separate module like you used to back in the old days that you can actually unbolt from the dash. But to make it part of the dash, come on, man. That's all you're doing is racking up the cost of an entire dashboard and the labor to put it in. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I hate that. The rest of the car looks pretty good though. Here's a nice one. How about a 2011 Lexus 460L? How about that? Just some hail damage. A little bit of Oklahoma hail damage. They never hurt nobody. Man, these hail cars. You gotta love hail cars out here. And oh, well, that's a little more than hail damage there, guys. That's just a tad bit more than hail damage. I think this car may be done for. 135,000. I'm just messing with you. I knew that was there. I knew that was there. This isn't a hail car. It is a slick car though. This is all-wheel drive too. I don't think I've ever seen the 460. And it's dead. Of course, everything is dead. Everything is dead. Ugh, it's the L, so that means it's got large doors, I think is what that means. Large doors. L is for large doors. No, just kidding. L is for longer. It's got the extended wheelbase. Look how much room you've got to sit back here. Like that's like S-Class Mercedes room right there. Just without all the cool fancy options. God, this door weighs like 1,000 pounds. No joke. Ooh, look at the spider. What the heck is that? What's up, little guy? All right. He doesn't look very friendly. Yeah, it's in neutral too. Let's take a look. Sniff test. Ah, smells good. Yeah, dead as a doornail. Ain't gonna get nowhere with this car. I really hate that. That really sucks. You can't get in the other door, and I'm not climbing over to pop the hood. Unless the hood may already be popped. Nope, it's not. Okay, scratch this one off the list. So these spiders are really intriguing. Tim took a closer look at them and determined it's actually two spiders. One on top of the other, and somehow the one on bottom is running away with the one on top. I'm guessing what you are witnessing right here is spiders mating. I think they may be doing it backwards though. I don't know. The butt on this one is really starting to twerk. I think he is really getting into it. You saw it here first, live on Auto Auction Rebuilds. Two spiders getting it on. Where's some Barry Manilow? Let's get some Barry Manilow for these guys. Or gals, or this guy and gal. Okay, moving on. Here's one that I really like. I mean, not this particular one, but I actually really like the redesigned Buick Regal. I've always had a thing for the Regals from back in the day when you had your T-Type and your Grand Sport. This one is not that, but I still like it. Although I am curious to see, like, what happened to this. I don't think I've ever seen paint literally just pulled off of the bare metal like this. This is the bare metal. We're talking paint, primer, everything has gone with. Look, there's your primer. And there's your paint. Literally, look how thick this is. What does that? It looks like claws just went. looks like Wolverine was here. And again, I'm not going to spend much time on this car because this thing is toast anyway. I mean, this is just, yeah, this is bad. It's real bad. But I just had to point out that I really love the Regal. Oh. Is that a T? Wait a minute. What's a T stand for on this thing? Here's another one. Look at this. Come on, car manufacturers. Really? Is it really safe for the passenger inside the car to have an airbag crash into the windshield, shatter it, and dump glass all over the car? I mean, in my opinion, that is completely unnecessary. I'm going to try to open this hood without getting cut up. Are you kidding me? It's a little four-banger. Okay, so I had a suspicion that the T stood for turbo. I mean, obviously. but I was thinking a turbo 6, like perhaps a 3.8 liter turbocharged V6. No, we get this little 4-banger. What is this, a 2.0 liter? A little 2-liter 4-banger. What a shame. I'm ashamed of you, Buick. GM, you should be ashamed of yourself for this. Here we've got a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. This one was obviously in one heck of a collision. As you can see, there's really no back end, no cargo area left to this thing. 2019, like this thing was new. And we got some critter prints in here. Some hula girls on the dash. Whew, man, oh man. Let's take a look at the rest of it. Oh, this hula girl is missing her skirt and she's got a spring for a stomach. Dang. Man, this thing took a hard hit, man. Good Lord, this rear end is just gone. Look at this. I don't even, like, wow, look at this. Is this a Cherokee? I think this is a Cherokee. I mean, this is insane. This is just insane. I think that, I don't know, let's take a look. Yeah, it's a Cherokee. It's a Cherokee. It looks a little small. Dang. And where is Monkey Wrench Mike on YouTube when you need him? This is perfect for his collection of Mercedes-Benz. It's an 06 Mercedes E350. And honestly, the damage really isn't that bad. You got a little bit of plastic rocker damage down here. That could probably be repaired if you wanted to. The door needs a trim piece right here. Needs a piece right here. This little sill needs to be replaced. 100,000 miles on the clock. It's got some scratches. It's got some good looking tires. The rear bumper definitely needs replaced. The headlight is back here. Maybe you could make it work. I don't know. It's got some broken tabs. You might be able to fix that. Then again, maybe not. Definitely needs a back bumper. But it looks like the trunk still closes and lines up fine. This light right here is definitely not lined up right, so it definitely took some damage under here. I could see the pan back here is pushed in a little bit. You don't have to fix all this, you know what I mean? You could literally throw a bumper on it, a fender. I think the hood's probably all right. This front bumper looks fine. The fender for sure needs replaced. There's a few little things here and there, but I mean, this doesn't look like it'd be a major job. Let's check the air conditioning, because it feels like it's 110 degrees out here right now. Oh, that feels so good. It is so hot out here right now, guys. Oh, the car smells really nice. And that air conditioning feels so good. I don't even want to sit in here long, because I know it's going to spoil me and I'm going to get out there and it's going to get right back to being nasty again. All right, I like it. Go check Monkey Wrench Mike out on YouTube. Oh look, Castro oil change sticker, how about that? 0840. Go check out Monkey Wrench Mike on YouTube if you like the Mercedes, because he's got a ton of them. And this would be perfect for his little collection. This is an easy fix, I think. Here we got a 2017 Ford Fusion. This is a hybrid. And I saw the pictures of it and I was like, well, this isn't so bad. This doesn't look bad at all. And I'm continuing to look at it and it really doesn't look that bad. Does it need a bumper? Oh, looky here, the active grille shutters. Oh, you gotta love these, man. Gotta love these. These things are expensive, and I don't really see where they perform anything overly important on a car. But either way, it's becoming part of our cars today. Huh. Okay, it looks like I see some damage to the back. I don't think I saw that in the pictures. Maybe I didn't even go that far and look at it. Interior looks nice. Let's see what we got going on back here. Oh yeah, definitely, okay. Yeah. I missed that in the pictures. I must have gotten in a rush and I didn't see it. He definitely got a lot of damage back here. Definitely. Crap. Yeah. Well, that was my fault. That's not Copart's fault. I must have just missed those pictures. You can see you're creased right here in the rear quarter, crease right here in the rear quarter. Yeah, this thing's definitely going to need some work. Definitely fixable, but this ain't something I want to work on. How about some more hail damage for you guys? I put several hail damage cars on the list. I don't know how many you're going to see in this video or the next video or the third video, but there's definitely going to be several hail damage cars because I wanted to show you the kind of deals you could get from a hail damage vehicle. Now, I would say with hail damage cars, you definitely need to come down here and have a look, because especially on white, bright color cars, it can be really difficult to see hail damage in the pictures, and this thing is riddled with hail damage. I mean, it's bad. It's real bad. Now, if you don't mind some cosmetic issues, you could find yourself a great little car. And also, if you're flipping cars, you can sell hail damaged cars, man. A lot of people will be happy to take a decent discount on a hail damaged vehicle so that they can have something newer, something a little nicer, something a little more reliable than maybe what they could afford if you were just buying a regular car from a dealer. So I love hail damage. I do. And this one, although the hail damage is pretty significant on the body, it wouldn't deter me one bit, depending on the price, of course, and how it runs. Let's fire it up. Okay, this one fired right up. Let's turn that radio off. AC is already blowing ice cold, 107,000 miles on the clock, and let's see, we've got no lights on the dash. No warning lights at all. Let's put it in gear. Make sure she will go forward and backward. There's drive. And forward she goes. And reverse. Back she goes. It's very nice. I actually kind of like this little thing. Oh, that AC feels so good though. Look, we get some stuff in the glove box, guys. All right, we got hill assist and everything. I like this. It says no trunk. I could have swore I saw a light that said trunk open or something. Let's check, make sure the trunk is not open. I swear I saw a light that said that. I don't even know where the trunk release is at. I'm guessing you can't open it with a button on the outside like you do the newer ones. Tires look decent. The body, other than the hail damage, looks really nice. Belts look new, or belt I should say. I don't see any significant leaking anywhere in the engine bay. Everything actually looks really, really nice on this car. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I really do. I think this is going to make somebody a great vehicle, or it'll make somebody a great flip vehicle. I can tell you right now, I'm keeping my eye on this one. Here's one that I just think is hideous. No offense to those of you that love your Fiat 500s or that own them, but personally, I don't like the Fiat 500. This is the pop. It looks like it popped. That's a fact. Looks like it just kind of fell apart. But I figured we'd stop and take a look at it, even though I'm not a big fan of it, because it's just different looking. It's a very strange, looking vehicle. Did it roll? I'm guessing it rolled, because this whole side over here is just crunched. Yeah, she rolled. She definitely rolled. Looks like it rolled over onto a tree. Oh, look, we got dirt, grass. Yeah. No odometer. I'm just going to take a wild guess that this probably doesn't run. What do you think? I'm thinking it doesn't run. Lots of glass in here, man. That had to suck. And there's a dark spot right there. You see it? Right there? I'm not touching it. But I think whenever this happens, somebody let one go. Can't really say I blame them. Looks like it was terrifying. That's it. I'm done with the Fiat. Moving on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of your Copart walk around at Yard 18, 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in Del City, Oklahoma. Come check this place out. come get you a car at a good deal. Trust me, I'm not getting paid anything for it. Well, other than YouTube content. Copart doesn't pay me, but this place is great. I love Copart. I'm so thankful that I saw that video from Sam Crack way back in the day, like a year and a half ago, and I started doing this for myself. When I saw him doing it, I was like, that looks like fun. I've been having a great time doing it ever since. So again, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, folks, and we will catch you in a couple days. Thumbs up this video if you like the content. We'll catch you soon in the next one.